Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. I'm sorry for making you guys wait for so long. I did release a new game this week, so if you're interested in any simulation management games, go check that out. It's called 2 Point Museum. If not, that's cool too. Just want to point that out there just in case. Last time in Library of Ruina, we did Netzach, and we covered a lot of his stuff. We did his abnormality, which I believe was Fragment of the Universe, so we got that done. And on today's episode, we're going to focus on getting some of our story stuff done, and possibly get this thing for Malkuth up to level 3 for her floor, and then maybe unlock some newer librarians. Speaking of new librarians, I want to introduce Meatbag. Meatbag is one of our members here, so we introduce him, and then after that, we're gonna start introducing some of you guys who've requested to be librarians, and then I'm gonna try to get you guys, if you requested a certain floor, on that floor as well. If you are interested in memberships, we do have them down below. I do prioritize members first on making new characters in games like these, but after that, I normally go for guys in the comments, so that's how we're handling that. Now then, let's go and get started. We have Malkuth, we have obtained Book of Unknown, which of course is going to probably be in our invitations. We are now Urban Legend. We have this 2 here, and we need to go here and try to do this right here, which we need Book of Lulu and Book of Mars, which I do believe we have one of each, so we can do this. So let's go ahead and select all of those books and see what comes across here for us. Go ahead and send the invitation. And we have Isadora in this group again. Okay, so we have a lineup of search team, and you two are in. Before I will go ahead and continue, I'm going to do my little spiel as normal. If you guys enjoy the video, please let me know down below. You guys know the drill, because it does help these videos out, as you guys know how YouTube and how it works. If you have friends that want to watch, please send it off to them. Or, you know, like I said, just I think I've said this in a video before. If you guys do enjoy the video and you think your dog would like it, even leave it for your dog when you're gone. Anyway, let's move on. We have a lineup for search team, and you two are in. San and Julia. Okay, so we're gonna finally get San's book, I guess. Oh, and they want to retrieve Mars and Lulu's book. Okay. I want, yeah, that's right. I want your stuff. Between San and the Association. Oh, text is getting smaller? Okay, wow. Secure as much information as possible. Like as many books as we can. Can they even take the books out of the library though? Huh. Also, this is pronounced Zwei, like Zweihander. You guys mentioned that in the comments. I did make the connection. I was pronouncing it as Zwei. And I actually don't think that's called Zweihander. I think it's Zweihander. So yeah, it's Zwei instead of Zwei. I was kind of going it from a, I guess Chinese influence. I thought that was maybe some kind of like Chinese influence type organization. So that's why I was saying it that way. But it makes sense with the whole sword she has here, with it being the Zweihander. So let's go ahead. I'll keep that in mind. Why is it associated, especially in peacekeeping and security? Yeah, that is kind of interesting. If they're peacekeeping and security, why are they doing like an advance? That's fair. That's a completely fair question to rebuttal with. Younger brother. Don't want to talk about it, okay? Oh, and you just don't stop there and don't leave us hanging. Come on.
너도 어쨌든 치바의 협력 사무소니까 들어도 되겠지.
Okay.
도시 악몽급으로 지정된 뒤틀림 현상. 본 적은 없어도
Distortion phenomenon. Urban nightmare. We're not urban nightmare. We're urban myth right now. Or legend. I get the two confused. Anyway. Okay, what is this one? Throughout the city since the White Nights and Dark Days, so the end of Lobotomy Corp. Oh! So are the anomalies or abnormalities in Lobotomy Corp distortions? They were distortions, right? Well, they were drawn from the well. Are they distortions drawn from the well? Is that how that works? Oh, this is the guy from the opening. Okay. I'm sorry, what? The pianist killing 80% of District 9? Whoa. Okay. So he's one of the monsters that Distortion created.
특색 중 한 명을 바로 투입했다고 들었어.
Dispatch one of the colors. Interesting. I wonder if that refers to like the different fixers, like the fixer of white, the fixer of pale, and stuff like that.
맞아. 아직까지 뒤틀림이 발생하는 원인에 대한
Track down the cause of the phenomenon, so they don't know what's causing the distortion.
단서라해봤자 엘사였던 로보토미사의 증발과
Then the disappearance of L Corp, we know where that is.
백야 흑주 정도니까.
Talking about was in the corporation's nest.
그런데 치바이에서 판단하기를
This is why
도서관이
suspects the library may be one of the keys.
추측을 하고 있어.
I mean, considering the library was born from L Corp, then yeah.
동료에게 듣기로는 자기가 맡던 치안 구역에 위험 요소는 없었는데 갑자기 거주민의 몸이 뒤틀리면서
Four-legged
내발
beast. Did we
짐승처럼
know that?
바뀌었다고
I
했어.
mean, there's a lot of four-legged beasts. Any signs of danger or anomaly nearby?
다행히 한 자릿수 정도의 사상자 선에서 처리할 수 있었지만
That soul could hit 2 digits, so only a few people died.
그리고 식당 종업원이 돌연 식인 샌드위치?
Really?
그런 괴물로
Okay,
바뀌었다고도
a man-eating
들은 적
sandwich
있어.
monster. That's a new one. Would have loved that to have that in the corporation.
치바의 치안 유지의 뒤틀림 현상은 확실히 존재하는 위험이고 도서관이 그 단서가 될 수 있다는 거구나.
Okay, and that's why Zvi is wanting to go towards it, is because it could possibly hold a clue to resolving the distortions. Okay.
불행 중 다행으로
Keep the peace.
아직까지는 구구에서 관측된 최초의 뒤틀림인 피아니스트만큼 피해가 막심한 개체가 나오지 않았지만
So if we were classifying, the pianist would almost be Aleph class, I guess. Maybe Wav. No, probably Aleph. I actually kind of like going through and like classifying these things. That's kind of cool. I'd like think about what they're classified based on the destruction.
도서관에 대한 상황을 지켜볼 생각인 것 같아.
So I wonder if they contained the pianist or if he's still out.
짐작 가는 곳이 꽤 있어서 높은 등급의 해결사가 배치되지는 않을 테지만.
Okay, we won't be getting any high grade fixers, so this is them.
이 정도 지원이면 충분해. 고마워 이사도라.
Okay, I have a very, very bad news for you guys,
몇 번이고
because I really want your
말했다시피
sword.
난 내 할 일을 했을 뿐이니까.
Like I'm doing you a favor or anything. We need to farm. I need to go farm Lulu's stuff because you guys said that is really, really good. Because we need her book or her page. Okay, let's get to it.
정말 그런 거야?
Is that really true?
뭐가?
What is?
저 녀석들이 말한 건 말이야. 백야 흑주와 엘사 그리고 뒤틀림.
Roland, you don't
이 모든
even
것들이
know.
도서관과 관련이 있는 건가?
I mean,
싶어서.
obviously he's okay. Anyway,
솔직히 난 이곳이 어디에 있는지 감도 안 오지만 말이야.
well, you're where L Corp used to sit. At least, I'm pretty sure the library is on the side of L Corp when it came out of the ground.
그렇다면
And what if I said it is?
그렇다면 이러니
Okay.
백야 흑주처럼 도시 전체를 아우르는 사건은 정말 흔치 않은 사건이야.
I'll stop working there for the sake. That was weird.
날개가 혼자 자폭하는 건 몇 번 있었어도 자신들의 둥지 정도에만 영향을 끼치는데 엘사는 달랐어.
There have been some cases of wings falling apart on their own, but those only affected their own nests at most. L Corp was something else entirely.
주일은 도시 전체가 잠에 든 것 같았으니까.
Fell asleep for a week during that event.
백야 흑주와 도서관이 관련이 있다고 해서 뭐가 달라지는데?
What does that change?
그래. 뭐가 됐든 내가 할 일이 달라지건
I want to know who you really are. You're not saying who you actually are.
이곳이 도서관이구나.
Okay, so Julia.
이런 방식으로 공간 이동이
Wait, where's
특이점에 가까운
is she not here yet?
수준이네?
Okay. Most likely a singularity.
곧 도서관의 관장이라는 존재가
Will come soon to greet us. Yeah, this is the first time we've had someone come back. I didn't know they could leave.
라고 했을
I wasn't
때
aware they could leave after coming in here. I guess, did Angela say they can leave whenever they want? I don't remember. Angela was it?
환영합니다, 손님.
There she is. I love that snap.
전 도서관의 관장이자 사서인 엔젤라입니다.
Okay. Same stuff.
이미 알고 계신 것 같지만 말이죠.
They already know who I am. Yep, Sans here.
우리는 마스와 루루의 책을 회수하러 왔다.
Take back the books of Mars and Lulu. Yeah, I'm actually curious what she's going to say about this.
네.
They are here indeed.
도서관에서 원하는 책을 얻거나 자신이 죽고 책으로 환원된다. 인 거지?
Do they actually die, though? That's the thing.
네, 그렇습니다.
I mean, Angela said that's correct, so I guess they do. as this, but like once you get the books back, what can you do? I mean, if they're technically dead,
벽 보고 이야기하는 것 같아. 마치 기계처럼.
she's so robotic.
부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
So I don't know if like this is just her expression when she says this, or if like people say something and she's just like, hey, that's not very nice. And she has like this tiny little pouty face on. It's adorable, kind of. All right, so we have Zwei crew. We have 2 acts here. So we'll probably have San and Julia. We do know that we have weak, fatal on piercing. So slashing is not what we're looking for. We're probably looking for more piercing and slash. Well, actually, no, we're wanting some more piercing and slashing abilities here. So who's going to be best? Well, we have some, these are a lot of blunt damage. So honestly, like the fire is not going to be what we want. Kevin's incredibly strong, so we definitely want Kevin. So I might switch. Honestly, like using Hod, I think is best here. Because we also get the downward slash. I can't remember. Is there a way to look for abnormalities here in this? I don't know if there's a way to look for abnormalities in this page or not. What is this? Oh, that's not it. We have Tayan's page too. Oh, right. No, not what we're looking for right now. What? Okay. I was hoping that I could view the abnormalities in this screen, but I don't think I can. I'm gonna take a look around the menu real quick and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so from what I understand, I was not able to find where those abnormality things are in this screen, at least. I'm actually probably going to use the header floor because they have a little bit more. I know Kevin technically is the same thing and Kevin's really strong. I would honestly like more of these pages. And what I think I can do is, honestly, I think these pages save whatever's on them. So if I click out of this, Kevin is technically naked. But if we like, let's just say Roland or Danzy, like Mo, a lot of blunt damage and piercing damage, so that's fine. Or even hostile. Like what I can say is click on you and click on Mars and equip it. Yeah, it has the same exact thing that we had for Kevin. So we can switch around pages like that if we want to use a floor. So we can say we want that and have that for hostile. So I think I'm going to do that and use this floor. And I apologize about the awkward cut there. I had to sneeze unexpectedly. Anyway, so we have Danzy, Roland, and Hostile coming in here. And yeah, I think we're just gonna use this for right now. Roland does have some blunt damage, but I think it'll be fine. We have plenty of piercing here, and we'll make it work out. Really, it's gonna be for evading and stuff like that. But Danzy and Hostile should be able to cover our bases. It's mainly gonna be piercing that's gonna be important. I might change around Danzy's page just a little bit. What do they have? So we have piercing, lots of piercing and slashing. Lots of piercing and slashing. So right here, this is not good on Mo's page at least. Roland is fatal on slashing, but I think he'll be fine. But I think I'm going to switch Danzy around real quick. So let's see if I can find her a better page. Okay, so this is the page that I've decided to use for Danzy. I use Tayan's page because normal on both piercing and slashing. She'll be fatal to blunt, but I think that's fine in this case. And then I got some zeros, some ones, a single 2, and some 3s to kind of go with her. So I think this is a good setup for us to go and do the Zwei Association. So we're going to try that. Let's begin the stage play and see what we got here. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and make sure quick mode is off. And then I think you guys told me to hit 1, 2, 3 in the beginning of the fight. So let's go ahead and hit that. 1, 2, 3. Got those on. Perfect. All right, so we've got a couple different things going on here. We can see that Danzy is being attacked by you at a 2. You are using, let's see here. We're using an evade at first. We don't, can we get through? That's a 1 to 8. Oof, that's kind of rough, isn't it? We don't want to use anything too crazy on Danzy. I don't think we can try using this. Can those clash? I don't think we're gonna want to use that. Ooh. I would say use block, but we don't really have a great block for this. We have to use a clash win on that. Might even not go for that guy in all honesty. What is he doing on us? So slashing and blunt damage. We do want to block the blunt damage if possible. I might try to do this and see what happens. Hostile is being attacked by just some piercing damage, so we could easily do an evade. And I think I might just go for this. That's probably something that would be really, really decent. Okay, so we have our attack that we're gonna do here. I think what I'm gonna, let's see, yeah, so I'm doing that going first, and then we have 2 attacks here on Hostile. I know I don't have to attack what these lines are telling me, but I think for right now, at least what we have going on, I think I'll do that. We want to try to clash if possible. And I think the best opportunity we have to do that is probably this can cook anything. We're gonna try that at least. I know I can roll lower, but we can have 2 attacks to go off as well. So I think we'll do a 1. Defend is not really useful in this case, is it? No. So I think I actually save Hostile's light We'll just kind of let that roll out. No clash, unfortunately, but we can hit them back. Yep, easily evade that. Go ahead and hopefully get a stagger off. Oh, yeah, there we go. Good damage. Then Danzy will have that. Can we clash on this? Nope, no clash. And then we get through you. All right, perfect. So that wasn't too bad. Let's see what else we can do here. So we have 2 people in there. Danzy has a 2. Okay, we have a stagger there, so I think I'm gonna have Danzy do... Oh, I would like to get someone who has a lot of damage here. You are fatal to everything right now, which is fine. We could do like just do an assault with a hostile here. Granted, she still has... who has the most damage output for us? Maybe Roland? Maybe, yeah, this really. And then he can defend when this one attacks. I think you keep your defense size, you go through the act. So I think we'll do that. I am gonna try to go for you. That's a 1 to 8 evade though. We're gonna try that and see what happens. Hostile, I think I'm gonna have just do the same thing here, and we'll see what happens on that. So we'll do that. Good, broke that. Good. Okay, max damage, that's okay. Nothing too crazy. Go ahead and take you out. Oh, almost got it. We're gonna break, stagger you. Good. Do some gut harvesting, so they are bleeding, which is good. Then can we defend this? No, we can't. It was close though. All right, so I kind of had the right idea there. We have urging, pale hands, or scars. Increase max HP by 15%. Current HP increases accordingly. Gain 1 to 2 speed. That sounds really, really good. I'm gonna go put this on Danzy, I think. Because I think Danzy has a lower roll. Yeah, Danzy has a lower roll. So 4. Man, crazy high rolls on that one. Danzy is going to be... Ooh, okay, so we have another evade there. 1 to 10. So same exact card. You know, I just kind of do that just to see what happens. Like, what happens when we use the same exact card? I'm actually curious, like, the output of the results. Non-stop assault. I think I'm just going to use that on you. And then hostile can technically defend that because she has a higher speed. I'm pretty sure we'll try that and see what happens. And then Roland, we're just going to try to wall up on someone. This person will probably die from hostiles attacks. And then I'll see if I can stop this person from doing anything. We'll see what happens on that. Because I am still learning the game, so, you know, learning the combat is kind of something I need to focus on. So learning how things kind of take turn order. Ooh, we're probably going to fail this. Yep. Defend. So we keep... Oh, we don't keep our defense dice. So taking some max damage there. Danzy, clash. Good. Not really. Ooh, there was a clash there. And then take some fatal damage there. Not going to get through that. That's fine. Okay. So this one's almost dead. You actually had a lot more health than I thought. Roland is being attacked by you. 2 to 4 damage. We could easily probably just get through that, honestly. We could use the evade. Yeah, let's just use the evade on this one and not worry about it. Then we can use hostile to kind of assault them. We'll use a shield on you. It may not work. It could fail, but that's okay. Now that person's gonna die, so I'm gonna try to go for an onslaught right there, and then we'll use like ingredient hunt to just really put some damage on that one. So stagger, so hostile will most likely kill them in that round. 5, evade, and then that should kill you. Perfect. Okay, this is wise. South book obtain. And we're just gonna go all out with this person. There we go. Hostiles absolutely obliterating them. Very good. All right, that's not even the end of this either. So we have Act 2 coming up. Who do we have? Okay. Oh wait, can I not? No, I can't use them. Is that just because I have them selected? Why are they red? Does that mean I have... Is it just because they've taken damage? I guess up here shows the damage that they've taken. You can kind of see hostiles like line is a little bit lower than theirs. I guess, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe you've taken an abnormality page and that carries over into the next act, I think. Yeah, so it does. All right, perfect. I don't know if that's what that indicator mean. Whoa! I mean, I guess we could take an evade die? Maybe? Okay, so we have Julia, Sam, and then we just have some Zwei crew here. I guess Julia? Is anyone doing blunt damage? No. I guess I'll aim that at Julia. Oh, Roland has all. Okay, does anyone is anyone, okay, yes, Sam is weak to the blunt damage, so we'll have you go there. And then hostile, I think we should probably take out Julia. Just try to wallop on her. Maybe? Yeah, let's just do a tornado assault on Julia, and then we'll just kind of put some bleed on her. Yeah, that was that. All right, perfect. Okay, so hopefully ooh, okay, that broke that. That's fine, we can clash. Okay, Danzy's gonna get hit a little bit, that's fine. Wow! Good job, Roland. Not enough attacks to go through there, but we're just gonna kind of put a beating on Julia here. Max damage, good job, hostile. Oh, so close, but we're gonna keep going. Julia is down, and we didn't get her page either. Sure. What is this? Gain 1 to 2 strength at the end of each scene. No, we're not worried about that. After 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. That sounds great, so we're gonna put that on hostile because hostile can attack a lot. We can't do a lot of attacks this turn, but we can do a 1 and a 2. So let's hit. We don't want to hit sand with that. We'll hit the Zwei crew if we can. They're clashing, and then we'll just hit some more on that. We'll have fragile on you. What are we hitting with? Some evade. We could do block, which I think is probably gonna be better. And we have a high roll on that at the end, so we'll do that. And then Danzy could do. There's just some bleed on sand, I think. We want some. Do we have any blunt damage on Danzy? No, so we probably actually want to hit you instead. So I think I'm gonna do a 2 pierce on you. Try that. So we didn't get through that evade. Oh, can we get through this? No, we can't. Okay. Ooh, not great. So I didn't break through that evade. We'll block that. Good. And then do some max damage there. And hostile get through your stuff? No. So we'll do some piercing, fatal, max damage. Excellent. Good job, Danzy. All right. So what do we have? We have blood. Defensive die, gain 1 to 2 power, receive plus 3 to 5 stagger damage when hit. Ugh, I don't know about that one. The Psychic Librarian dies at the end of the 3rd scene, after which this page was chosen. Gain 4 strength, endurance, haste. Well, I mean, we were in the last thing, so I think that's good. Let's just give that to Roland. So Roland has increased attack power. So we want to do piercing. Who's weak to piercing? This one is? Yeah, we'll go ahead and send Roland to that. I know he's getting attacked, but if we can block Sand here, or just actually stagger him, we'll be fine. Sand is weak to blunt damage. Ooh. Roland is our blunt damage. Actually, we probably want to. The problem is that Roland will probably lose that. We don't want him to clash. So I think I'm just going to send Hostile and just do it 2 attacks. Actually, Hostile's out of light, so that's fine. We'll send Danzy to do this slashing. I know it's not the most effective. What does this do? Wait, what? What is this? What is this? It changes the arrow. So, oh, is that who we're deciding to clash with? Interesting. So who do I want to clash? I guess Danzy technically? Maybe not. Maybe we want Roland to do this instead. I'm actually going to send Roland here instead, and then we're not going to have... yeah, so Sand is fixated on you. So let's send Danzy here instead, and maybe just that. Hostile's attacking there. Yeah, I think that's how I want that to go. Interesting. We'll see how that plays out. So evade, clash, stagger. Perfect. So he's staggered from next turn. That's good. That's fine with me. Evade. That's fine. We'll break that die. And then Hostile's going to take out Sand. Nope. Not enough. All right. That was interesting. I haven't seen that before. So I guess they can change targets? Oh, that was weird. So we have an evade going on with a 1 to 10 evade. It technically clash, but I don't know. Let's just see if we can go for a gut harvesting here. That's slashing damage. We're actually kind of resistant to that. Let's just throw that at Sand. Do we have anyone in piercing? Also, you got any piercing? Got a little bit. Of course, you don't have any light, so there's that. So I'm actually gonna not use Hostile's turn. And then Danzy should take out Sand. And then we'll just use Roland's piercing here and see if we can get through that. They're gonna clash, but we're gonna see what happens there. So Danzy should kill Sand. Yep, no problem. Book of Sand obtained. Great. Sand. Clash, perfect. Stagger, and there we go. Finish it off. And then Zwei South Association 6 obtained. Cool. Victory. Current call for the reception of Zwei Association 1. Gained Book of Distortion. That's new. So we didn't get Julia's book, which is unfortunate. But we did get a nice hat for Roland. 2% chance to boost block die power by 1. Okay, cool. Oh, we actually got a lot of Book of Sands right there. Oh no, we did get some Book of Julia's. Okay, perfect. Great. Curtains closed. We want their pages. That's what we want. The library is located in the source of the White Knight. Okay, yeah. It's in it. Okay, so we are in Lobotomy Corp. It's just changed. Yep, touched up the headquarters. There it is. Okay. Very good. Okay, so she has no comment on the distortion phenomena, though. She doesn't have any information on it. Okay.
뭐야 갑자기?
She has a guess, though. What is it? Don't leave me hanging.
아까 전에 궁금하다며?
You heard about it earlier.
난 로보토미사에서 업무를 보조하던 비서기계였어.
Yep. Mechanical secretary to the manager of Lobotomy Corp.
인간과 닮게 만들기 위해 감정을 느끼고 그 감정을 통해 가치
Look like
판단을
a human, feel emotions, and make evaluations and judgments based on those
네
emotions.
말처럼
Yep.
윤리 개정안을 어긴 채 비밀리에 태어난 기계였지.
Yep, violating the AI ethics amendment.
우습게도 가치 판단을 해본 적은 없지만
For 1 million years. That
늘 같은 대본을
blows my mind.
그
That's
계획을
what she
성공시켜야
perceived. That is what she perceived at her time at Lobotomy Corp is 1 million years. That is crazy to me.
어느덧 끝날 것 같지 않던 무대는 막을 내리게 되었고 그리고
Okay.
그 계획이란 것이 성공한 결과가 백야 흑주였다는 거.
And it occurred, but Angela stopped the White Knight and Dark Days. Well, the Dark Days was her fault. The White Knights was the initial part.
어떤 미친놈인지 몰라도 그 정신 나간 계획 덕분에 도시에서 뒤틀림이라는 지속적이고 불규칙한.
Would it have if Angela didn't stop it? That's the thing. Would the havoc would the distortions happen if Angela didn't stop it?
뜬금없이 멀쩡한 인간이 괴물이 된 거야. 괴물은 눈에 보이는 대로 싹 다 죽게 됐지.
That's what I'm curious about.
처음 발생한 뒤틀림은 지옥도였어.
So what was the first distortion, I
모두가
wonder?
안전하다고 생각했던 거주 구역에서 어느 날 갑자기 발생했으니까. 게다가 그냥 죽이는 것도 아니고 예술적으로
Was a
죽게
work
됐거든.
of art. Okay.
붙여진 이름이 피아니스트였으니까.
So the pianist was the first one. Okay, what more can I say?
어쨌든 이야기해줘서 고마워. 네 입장에서는 꽤나 껄끄러운 이야기였을 텐데.
And it doesn't seem like it was La Bella Luna. Is that her name? I think so.
예상보다 놀라지는 않네.
You're as shocked as I
뒤틀림을
expected.
통해서 나온 괴물은 도서관과 사서가 풍기는 공기와
They did give a suspiciously similar vibe to this library and its caretakers.
너도 너대로 마음고생 많았겠어.
That's a bit of an understatement.
그나저나 다음이 문제야. 치바이를 어떻게 움직이게 하려나?
What can we do to lure this why here?
이 책을 쓰도록 해. 내 나름대로 엘사와 뒤틀림 간의 관계를 정리해봤어.
Use this book. I tried writing down the relationship between L Corp and the Distortion. Should be quite. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the first book of Distortion that we got. Quite valuable to them under these circumstances. So what? Ooh, we can do this now. Happy teddy bear. Oh boy. All right, let's look at our burn books here. We want to use one book of Julia, and we want to use all of these here down to one, and then Book of Son. We use all three of those, and then hopefully we can get some pretty decent stuff out of it. Wait, reset rewards? What is this? Reset the reward table. Key pages will not be replenished beyond capacity limits. Oh, I see. So that is the reward. Okay, so that's the possible rewards you can get out of. I see. Okay, so if we wanted to get everything out of these, understood. Okay, I kind of see what that means. Okay. Come on, give me some good stuff. Give me some pages. Julia's page and Sans page. Awesome. Okay, so on Clash Wind, how many? 2, Julie's page, slash damage up 1, and then on Clash Wind, boost max value of the next die by +3 at a 25% chance. Cool. Got 3 of them actually. Got some good things here. And I'm assuming these are rarities. So like green is lower, blue is kind of mid tier, and then this is high tier. And then you've got, I think, orange, which is even higher because we have Mars's, which is like an orange tier. So I'm assuming there's like orange tier pages here. Very good. Okay. So what does this do? Fence. On use, give 1 protection to all allies in the next scene. Ooh. That's good. Your shield. Deal 2 damage to the opponent. Very good. All right, so let's confirm that. So now if we click on like a Book of Julia, we can see there's still a lot we can get from this. We can get some more Julia's pages. We do okay. Book of Son. We could get one more of his page. All right, so I like that. We can only get one of Mars's page though. So yeah, we can see that we have. Okay, so we haven't gotten any Lulu's. We kind of want to get Lulu's page at some point. I like that. That's really handy. Okay, cool. So we said we had like a distortion thing. So let's go ahead and look at Malkuth here. We entered Book of Happy Teddy Bear. Not yet. I do want to take a look here. We have no idea what Happy Teddy Bear does. I'm perfectly happy going into this, though we have it. I might give Roland. I mean, these guys are honestly okay. I'm gonna get rid of Tayan's page real quick, and I want to give Danzy a new page. So let's look at our key page here. I know it's not as good, but so like Julia is a 5729. Tayan's page is a 4322. So yeah, this is just better. Fatal to slashing. I don't think Happy Teddy Bear is gonna do slashing, so I think I'm pretty comfortable giving that to Danzy. Plus Danzy gets a really cool sword out of it, so you know there's that. Let's go ahead and do some deck customization here. So I'm gonna get this done, and I'll show you guys what I come up with. Okay, so I think this is what I'm gonna do for Danzy for right now. We have this way swordsmanship, so there's slashing damage +1. We don't have a ton of slashing damage. We have some right here with your shield, but I kind of made it a little bit of a mixer right now. I don't know how long we're gonna use Julia's page, but I'm just using it for the fact that it has better stats. Looking at Roland though, Roland's 4722, which is still pretty decent. We're probably going to upgrade him relatively soon. So that's kind of what we got going on at the moment. But I think this is good for right now. We're gonna send these guys into Malkuth's. Actually, no, we can't. We can't do that. I just thought about that. So we have to use Malkuth and Kevin. So what I want to do for Kevin, I was going to give him Mars's page back, I think. So, which I'm glad we can switch around pages like that without much issue. So where is it? So there is Mars's page. Let's just unequip that and equip that to Kevin. Keeps the same page, I think. Yes, it does. We actually may want to change this up a little bit. The bleed is decent, but I think we can make something better. And then Malkuth, I'm actually going to give the Malkuth the page I just gave Danzy, which I think, yep, we should keep that. Perfect. So we're going to do that. Kevin, I'm going to edit Kevin's a little bit and see if we can do anything better, because I think this bleed is good, but it's kind of done its job. So I might try to get something a little bit better now. Okay, so that's kind of what I came up with. We got feeling good, keep it fresh still. Actually, I may replace that keep it fresh with like a, where is it? I think there's like a your shield we can use. Or taste my flaming bat. Always love that one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll have the 2 flaming bats and then have some feeling goods over here. You know, actually, we're gonna probably replace those too. We use a keep it. Keep it fresh isn't bad. It's a good evade. But I don't know, maybe prepare mind or maybe taste my flaming, like maybe another one of these. That's pretty decent. This one's not bad. It's good for getting some HP. Silent Night, Fence. I'm just gonna use Fence. Fence is really good. So we're gonna do that. We have some heavy combat pages for 3. So I think we're gonna try this with the teddy bear. So let's go ahead and go in here and see what happens. All right, so we have Happy Teddy Bear. All right, Staves, pay attention to everything that is happening on the screen. Would you like to play with me? I was too lonely. We got Happy Teddy Bear here. We see it's weak to slashing damage, which is fine. We have Affection. Reduce the cost of nostalgic embrace of the old days by 1 after engaging in a clash. Okay, so that is the only thing that we have here. So let's go ahead and let's just roll. Holy speed. Wow. So we don't know a nostalgic embrace of the old days. I'm assuming it's a card in its book and we don't want to clash with it. Okay. So do we just want to evade and block them? But we have to win the clash. I think Flaming Bat is safe to use. Or we just don't have Kevin clash and we just, I don't know, man. Then we can kind of go for an assault after that. Granted, we don't have enough light yet. So we're going to do that for right now. And actually, I think I'm going to do this. This is probably a bad idea, but we're going to try it anyway. And then I don't really need to block. And we're not going to clash at all. But we're going to use this just to get the slashing damage and maybe stagger it. Because if we can stagger it, that'd be good. So we don't want to clash. That's fine. We evaded, so that doesn't count as a clash. And that's not going to clash anyway. But we can go ahead and get some, get an assault going off here. Get some good damage going off. Perfect. Okay, doing good. I don't think this is supposed to be a hard fight. We didn't clash at all. We were close to staggering it. So let's go see what's next. Oh, what is this? Emotion level 0. Display of affection. Okay, I don't know what this is supposed to mean. We didn't clash with it, so it shouldn't have that. I don't see anything else I'm supposed to look at, or is there something I'm missing? I don't know. So it's attacking this die. So yeah, it attacks the first speed die. I don't know what's going on there. That's kind of interesting. So we have kind of the same situation. We want something that's higher. I might do the same thing here. Oh, actually, no. We want the higher speed to do that. Can I cancel that attack? Yeah, I can. So we want the higher speed to do that. And then we just want some slashing damage, so we want that to go off. So we can do a full-on attack there. And then same thing here. We just want to do a bunch of slashing damage. So let's try that. Hopefully don't clash. Yeah, we're not going to clash there. Can we evade? No, we can't evade. That's fine. Still no clashing. No clashing there. Okay, Kevin's taking a little bit of damage, but it's fine. Kevin's got a really good stat here. Just kind of take some damage. And then hopefully we can break it here. Stagger. And honestly, we might just kill it. Yeah, easy enough. Interesting. That was a... So really, we kind of tanked through it and we just wanted to avoid clashes if possible. I don't think that was supposed to be... I think I've thought about that way too hard comparatively. All right, so we have some story with Malkuth. Got a ton of books for you, Malkuth. Okay, so her third life.
아, 그렇지. 예전에 너에 대해 생각해 본다고 했었나?
Think about your previous lives.
최근 엔젤라도 그러던데. 혹시 Lobotomy Corporation?
Yep, so this is related to Lobotomy Corp. Is that really true? Okay, they're gonna have like a bad flashback?
조금 정도가 아니에요.
Okay, no, she's just fine. She's fine.
로보토미사의 지휘 부서를 맡은 AI.
Not just related. I was an AI in charge of the control team.
AI? 인공지능? 잠깐. 너도 인공지능이라고?
That's okay. No, she's technically human again, right? If by what you guys said in the comments.
제가 잘못 말했어요.
A little off. I wasn't a real AI. They were robots that had human brain stuffed over them, basically.
생전의 뇌를 복원해서 다시 삶을 부여받은 사람이겠죠.
Restored was a nice way to put that, but yeah.
순간 인공지능 윤리 개정안을 이렇게 많이 여겼나 싶어서 가슴이 철렁했다. 그러면 머리에서 당장 내일 쳐들어와도 이상하지 않거든.
No, because like they technically have their bodies back. The head could come burn this place to the ground any moment if that were the case. Okay.
머리라면 도시를 관리하는 기관을 말씀.
I mean, if they find out Angela was still here, then yeah.
그래, 그 머리. 평소에 뭘 하나 싶어도 일을 할 땐 빠르고 철저하다고 들었거든.
천연덕스러우시네요. 전 나름 진지한 이야기라고 생각했는데.
You're so casual. I thought we were having a serious conversation. Nope, Roland is just not serious. It turns out.
머릿속에 우선순위가 좀 바뀌어서.
Probably just gonna be unusual.
그렇다고 말쿠트 네 말을 무시한 건 아니야. 기분 나빴다면 사과할게.
롤랑도 참
The
특이한
unique
성격이네요.
personality. He really does. Yeah.
이렇게 생각하는 것도 나름
Survival strategy is one way to put it. Okay.
그건 그렇고 로보토미사의 지휘 부서를 맡고 있었다고?
Boss of the control team. Yep.
맞아요. 제가 이래봬도 역사를 담당하고
I wonder how
있잖아요.
like do the history and control those relate to each other at all?
그래서 제 역사부터 다시 더듬었어요.
Yeah, tracing back her own history, so that's kind of related to I guess what she wants to do.
들어주실래요?
Would you like to have a listen?
너무 길고 복잡한 건 좀 사양인데.
Not a fan of long, convoluted stories.
이런 분위기에선 당연히 들어줘야 하는 거
You're supposed to
아니에요?
agree. Yeah, she wanted to talk about it. Roland, come on.
그걸 알면서 왜 물어? 그냥 말해. 어차피 내가
Tell me the
들은 거
story. Yeah, what's the
알고
point of asking if you're gonna tell me anyway? Fair enough.
그렇네요. 전 결함이 있는 채 로보토미에서 지휘부서를
Airing all my
담당하라는
flaws. Yeah,
일을
so
받았어요.
everyone had their flaws, and that's what we kind of learned about.
깨어나자마자 무작정 일을 부여받은 거예요.
As soon as I woke up, a role to play.
지금까지의 자신이 누군지도 모르는데
So they kind of did forget who they previously
과거에
were.
내뱉지 못한 아픔과 후회가 가슴이 미어 터질 정도로
Right,
가득 차
okay.
있었죠. 그렇게 로보토미사에서 전 망가진 것처럼 반인륜적인 일을 해왔어요. 하지만 제가 해야 할 일이었으니
All just work.
의문을 품지 않았어요.
Just doing what they were supposed to do.
소명인 것처럼 느꼈거든요. 막연하게 내 노력이 부족해서 일이 꼬인다고
Something went wrong
생각했어요.
because I didn't try hard enough. So it was. So from my understanding, they didn't remember initially, but they just had the feelings from their previous life. But then they started to remember, which caused the meltdowns and stuff.
그리고 삐뚤어진 노력으로 다른 사람을 사지로 몰았어요. 남에게 투정 부리듯 강요만 하면서
Okay, so kind of just related how we know what made them break down.
상당히 골치 아팠겠구만. 영문도 모르고 일을 하라고 했으니. 로보토미에서 일하다 보니 과거의 기억이 돌아오기라도 한다.
Yeah, did the memories naturally? Okay, okay. So this is the question that I had
돌아왔다고
earlier.
해야 할까요?
I was
자연히
reminded of them. Okay. So it's not like they forgot; they were just reminded, I guess.
지금이 세 번째 삶이라면 로보토미에서의 삶은 두 번째 삶이에요.
Well, your first one was technically Lobotomy Corp 2, right? Because then you died at Lobotomy Corp. Right? Yeah.
그리고 로보토미에서 일하던 중 제 안의 감정이 폭발하며 첫 번째 삶이 떠올랐죠.
Okay.
내가 저지른 실수와 잘못들. 그리고 후회. 왜 제가 노력에만 집착하는지 알았어요. 누군가에게 인정받고 싶을 뿐이었죠.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing this from their perspective now. We're kind of diving a little bit
내가
deeper
이만큼
about like
노력하니까
actually what happened and how they were feeling.
전
Yeah, she would just wanted to be useful. She wanted
누군가에게
recognition.
기대야만 설 수 있는 사람이었어요. 그렇게 제 안에 응어리를 쏟고 나서야 매듭이 풀릴 수 있었죠. 두 번째 삶에서 첫 번째 삶에 구원을 받은 거예요.
Found redemption from my first life during my second life. So this is her third life. Second life was the robot.
그러니까 잘못을 저질러서 죽었고 그게 굉장히 후회스러웠는데
Got another
어쩌다
job.
부활해서 일을 하다 보니 그 응어리가
And that big
풀렸다?
lump of regret in your heart eventually got resolved in a turn of events. So that was the ordeal. Not ordeal, but the Sapphira meltdown. Yep. Okay.
간단하게 말하자면 그러네요.
So yeah, they did the inhumane things in their first life. Second life, they were still kind of doing it, but were reminded of the things they did in their first life, and then had their resolve. And the third life is now here in the library. Okay.
잠깐, 다 그럴 수 있다고 쳐. 도시는 도시니까. 근데 누가 널 되살린 거야? 그냥 단순히 깨달음을 얻게 하려고?
Who revived you and for what reason? Just to give you that enlightenment. So technically that was A.
그럴 거예요. 제가 못다 푼 한을 쏟을 수 있도록. 제가
I can't remember how Malkuth died.
구원받을 수 있도록 말이죠.
How did she die? She died. Oh, what was her death like? I remember the scene. She was on the ground crawling. I can't remember exactly what happened to her. I have to go back and look at it.
입은 삐뚤어졌어.
Oh, hello, Angela.
말은 똑바로 해야지,
Oh, Lord.
말코트.
Angela, don't start stuff. Come on.
뭐야, 갑자기 튀어나오고.
Yeah, she hears everything.
다 듣고 있었어?
너를 구원하기 위해서가 아니야.
Yeah, that was definitely A. Yeah, she hates A.
그
Okay.
사람은 자신만이 구원받기 위해서 그 짓을
Find his
한
own
거지.
redemption.
넌 나한테 이용당한 게 아니야. 그 사람의 자기 만족을 위해 너희들이 이용당한 거지.
I mean, he did want to help them find their resolution. And yes, he did use them. Man, it's such a gray area, man.
더 이상 못 들어주겠네.
엔젤라,
Because I think she does care about them. It's just there's a lot of resentment from what A did.
이만 잠들어줘야 할 것 같아.
Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, what's going on? Okay, yeah, this is, okay, this was the scene. And Gebra is holding, I love that. Gebra is holding mimicry. Oh, that's so good. So I need you to, okay, so this is AI secretary. Yeah, her thing changed. So this is before everything went bad. This is the last thing we saw
왜
in Lobotomy Corp.
그런 표정이야?
Hawkmo with his pocket watch. Just saw just kind of out there with his arms crossed, of course. Is that Netzak? Yeah, it's Netzak.
너희가 그토록 원하던
Bina's not here, though. Interesting. The rest of you all long
그렇게
for.
될 순 없어요. 우리가 지금까지 무엇을 위해 노력해왔는데
Okay.
노력이라.
Worked hard. I mean, they did.
웃기네.
I mean, Lobotomy Corp was extremely hard work. I mean, that's coming from my perspective, but, you know, I can't imagine how they were actually feeling.
우리의 빛을 가져가는 거야.
Yeah, bro.
손 놓고 보고만 있을 것 같아?
Take away our light.
우리의 빛이라고.
Our light.
우리는 널 따르는 게 아니야.
You tell her what you said.
그래. 넌 잘난 그 사람을 따르고 있는 거야.
Granted, okay. God, it's such a gray area, man, because, like, A was trying to find redemption. A did some really bad stuff, don't get me wrong, but he was trying to find redemption and do the right thing. Granted, what he did to Angela was bad, too. Like, he just, like, created Angela and then basically didn't... Like, God, there's so many bad... Everyone did something bad. It's crazy. Don't let you rob me of the meaning I finally found.
내 편은 하나도
And
없네.
no one is by my side as I expected.
그리 쓸쓸히 생각하지 말거라.
Bina's there, but where? Interesting, okay.
내가 너와 함께 서줄 테니.
Bina will. Okay, so Bina's actually by her side at the moment.
비나, 넌 끝까지.
And of course, Gebra and Bina's whole grudge.
이것도 그자가 초래한 결과겠지.
This must be yet another consequence of his actions.
긍정할 뿐이란다.
Okay.
내가 눈물을 흘릴 수 있는 몸이었다면 고마워서 눈물 한 방울 떨궜을 거야.
Really? Okay.
네가 하려는 것을 행하려구나.
Yeah, so Bina was actually on Angela's side.
엔젤라, 욕망의 눈이 멀은 기계야. 네가 이래서는 안 되는
Hawkmo,
것이다.
aka Benjamin. Okay.
되고 안 되고는 내가 선택해.
Oh, there's
언제까지?
there's so many unknowns. I want to. Okay. You can't cling on to Lobotomy Corp forever.
넌 네가 누구였는지 어떻게 살고 싶은지.
I mean, because Angela just wants to give them the freedom. I mean, I don't know, man.
그의 삶은 인류를 구원하기 위해서
They were happy enough being shut down and saving humanity with the light, but Angel wanted to give them their life and find out for themselves. It's
그래서
I don't know how to feel about it, man.
기꺼이 목숨을 바칠 수 있었던 거야.
바보 같게 짝이 없어.
Yeah, it's so back and forth. A gave them the option to be free in terms of righting all their wrongs and helping the city, and then Angela wanted to give them their freedom and let them find out about themselves and live the lives they never could. Oh, it's so... There's good from both sides. Angela could have just let the world heal. A never had to do what he did. Yeah, man. There's a lot of morally gray stuff. Seems another storm swept by.
제 첫 번째 삶과 두 번째 삶 모두 사람들을 구하기 위해 바쳤어요.
Yeah,
그리고
so
전
Malkuth she's just been wanting to try to save people, and she's willing to do it a third time.
우리는 인류를 위해
But she wouldn't have to do it a third time if she did. Yeah. Anyway, we withstood all those hardships and the trials for the sake of humanity.
너만도 우리가 바보 같나요?
No, y'all aren't. Y'all were trying to do the right thing.
나야 자세한 속사정을 알지 못하니까 인류의 구원이니 뭐니 해도 잘 모르겠다. 말코트 네가 진심으로 그걸 원했다면 내가 무슨 말을 하든 소용이 있겠나 싶기도 하고.
당연히 진심이죠.
Of course, I'm sincere. Please leave me be for a bit. I need some time to
그래
think.
보이네. 숨 좀 돌리고 있으라고.
I feel Malkuth.
그리고
I feel like Malkuth is probably one of the more
괜히 존댓말 쓰지
innocent
말고
people
편하게
here.
말해도 돼.
I think she wanted to be recognized for her work. She really has not done anything terrible from what I've understood. She genuinely just wanted to help people and wanted recognition, I guess. I don't know. All right, so floor of history realization level up, level 2 to 3. When assistant librarians has awoken, you now have access to new abnormality pages. The emotion level threshold has increased to level 3. Very good. We have Happy Teddy Bear now. Upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage equal to the dice's value at 20% chance. Clashing against the same target multiple times will increase the likelihood. Teddy was hugging someone tightly. Teddy loves hugs, but something was odd. Single ally. The combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Excludes on-play pages. Using pages with the same name will decrease the cost of every copy of that page the character currently owns by 1. Really? Okay, that could be, I can see how that could be good. Happy memories, but you see, Teddy never wanted to be separate from their owner ever again. All dice gained 1 to 2 power in a clash. All dice lose 1 to 2 power in a one-sided attack. Ooh, okay. Its memories began with a warm hug. The bad thing about Happy Memories is the fact that you're counting on, I think when you get more abnormalities, you get a pool of pages you can pull. So if you build a character around a lot of high cost cards and you're like, hey, I'm counting on getting Happy Memories, I don't know, that could be detrimental. But guys, unfortunately, I think I've got to call this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go through the comments and pick out who's going to be next in the floor of history. And I know there's been people who are wanting to save for certain floors. So if there's anyone who hadn't requested a certain floor, that's probably who's going to be next on at least the floor of history. But hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day where you may be. And I hope to see you next time for more Library of Ruina. Bye, everybody.